Hi, good morning. This is Tom Grafton. The next job that we're going to start on is this Harley-Davidson. It had some holes that were drilled oversized, and we need to repair those by installing Time-Cert's BigSert. The company that brought this bike in brought it in because they drilled the holes too big. They have their own Time-Cert kit, but made the mistake of drilling these holes for a 7/16 diameter bolt when actually it's supposed to hold a 3/8 diameter. So the hole is drilled oversized, is drilled to accept a 7/16, but 7/16 does not belong in this motor. 3/8 belongs in this motor. So I'll show you what belongs in this motor. This would be a standard 3/8 Time-Cert. This is what they were supposed to drill it for and use. Instead, they drilled it to use this insert. This is 7/16, the next size. This is not the size that belongs in this motor. This size belongs in this motor. So at this point, the only thing we can do is to install, drill, tap, and install a BigSert. This is a double oversized insert, has a larger outside diameter, but it still maintains the 3/8 16 inside diameter that this motor requires. So here I have the kit. That's a BigSert kit that's going to be used to repair these two holes. It will open up the hole big enough to accept this BigSert. We'll drill it. We'll counterbore it. That's the counterboring tool is used to relieve it for room for the head of this insert. Then we'll tap it. Then we'll use their installation tool, and the job will end up perfect. It'll end up the size it's supposed to be. It'll be on location, and it'll be perfectly straight. So in this case, this is an unusual case. It was just a mistake that they made. They grabbed the wrong tooling, thought they grabbed a Time-Cert kit that was for 3/8, and they didn't. They grabbed a Time-Cert kit that was for 7/16, which is a size too big for the stud that belongs in this engine block.
My name is Eric. I'm with Jerry's Tap Removal. We have a Harley-Davidson in here with a pulled, it either had a pulled thread or a broken bolt, and it came in drilled crooked and drilled oversized. So a conventional insert won't work. We have to use an oversized insert. So it was drilled like this. So all that material over there is gone, and we have all this material. We have to burr all that material out and then re-drill it to our proper size, which is, this is a 484 drill. This drill would rip your arm off. It has been re-drilled. It has been burred back over, so we're straight. You know, in order to put the cylinder on it, everything has to be located. There's an alignment pin. It all has to be perfect, or it won't work. So now that I'm back on location, I'm going to tap it and counterbore it and install the insert. Now we're going to tap it for the insert. We have to make sure it's square, perfectly square. You have to make sure you're square both directions. More go juice. I'll go a couple more turns. You never assume that you're perfectly square until that tap is way down in the hole, because it could change on you, it could shift on you. I'm driving the tap in slowly. Now I'm going. I'll go in a good couple threads and check it again. Good that way. Check the other way. All right, that's it. Put more happy juice. down and bottom out the tab to make sure we have enough thread for that insert. That's about it. Bottom of the hole. Okay. You blow out the hole. See, it's got a nice thread in it now. There we go. If you can look straight down, you can see that the original hole and the new hole should be on location in the center.
What part's this?
This is a counterboring tool from Time-Cert. This is what we do to seat the head of the insert. You know, the head of the insert is bigger diameter, goes on flush. So this will make it flush with the motor, with the case of the bike. I have the counterboring tool and the drill. More lubricant. Make sure, same thing, make sure you're square. There we are. There's our counterbore. So now the next step is installing the insert after I clean up the hole. All right, now that's been counterbored, tapped, and all cleaned up and ready for the insert. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on it. Acetone. Clean the oil off. And lock it. This is just installing the insert with the installation tool. Now we'll drive it home. The installation tool is actually a roll form tap, and it's actually finishing the thread on the insert and locking it in place, just like earlier on the Honda. And that's it. Done. New 3/8 thread. There you go, you can check it out. You can look at the difference between the two. This hole hasn't been tapped. It's been drilled and cleaned up and burned over, but it hasn't been tapped yet. And then this hole's complete on location. So we'll do this one, clean it up, and then they're ready to bolt the cylinder back on and get the bike back to the customer. So that one is complete.